Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology.
A very good day. This is Preetha Wilma Dawson, Assistant Professor, College of Physiotherapy, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, deemed to be a university. In today's video, we'll be learning about gustatory pathway. The sensation of taste is called as gustation, and the sense organ for taste are the taste buds. Most of the taste buds are present on the papillae of the tongue, and where few number of taste buds are also present on the mucosa of epiglottis, palate, pharynx and the proximal part of the esophagus. Next, we'll discuss about the receptors for taste sensation. So, in the previous videos, we have learnt about that the taste buds are composed of 4 distinct cells. The type 3 cells are the receptor cells for the taste sensation. Each taste bud is innervated by 50 sensory nerve fibers, whereas each nerve fibers will supply at least of 5 taste buds through its terminals. Next, we'll discuss about the nerve fibers. So, after arising from the taste buds, these fibers will reach the cranial nucleus. So, by running along the following nerve fibers. So, we have 3 fibers, namely chorda-tympanic fiber, glossopharyngeal nerve fibers and vagal fiber. This chorda-tympanic fiber is a fiber of facial nerve. This will be carrying information from the anterior 2/3 of the tongue. This will be carrying information from the taste buds which are present on the anterior 2/3 of the tongue. This glossopharyngeal nerve fibers is the fibers of the glossopharyngeal nerve. So, they will be carrying taste sensation from the taste buds which are present on the posterior 1/3 of the tongue. Next comes the vagal fiber. This vagal fiber is a fiber of vagus nerve which carries taste sensation from the taste buds which are present on the other region, that is proximal part of the esophagus, palate, epiglottis and pharynx. So next let us see a picture representation of tongue. Let us consider this structure as a tongue. We have an inverted V-like structure which is dividing the tongue into anterior 2/3 and posterior 1/3. This V-like structure is called as sulcus terminalis. So as we discussed before, the taste sensation from the posterior 1/3 of the tongue is carried by the glossopharyngeal nerve fibers, which are the fibers of the glossopharyngeal nerve. Next comes the anterior 2/3. The taste sensation from this segment, it is carried by the fibers called chorda-tympani fibers. These fibers are a part of facial nerve. Next, we learn about gustatory pathway. So, as we discussed previously, the sensations will be carried by 3 distinct nerve fibers. All these fibers will be reaching the solitary nucleus which is present in the medulla oblongata, and the axons from solitary nucleus will be passing via the pons and they will reach the thalamus. In thalamus, they will reach the structure called posteroventral nucleus, and from there they will go to the gustatory cortex. So, some of the taste sensation is also carried from the thalamus to the insula. So, insula is a hidden lobe which is present deep within the lateral sulcus of the brain. So, the major function of the insula is to regulate taste sensation, visceral sensation. Along with that, it is responsible to maintain autonomic control and in the regulation of immune system. Next, we will discuss about primary taste sensation. So, primary taste sensation is also known as fundamental taste sensation. These sensations are divided into 5 distinct sensations. First one is sweet, salt, sour, bitter and umami. Umami is a very newly added taste sensation. In Japanese word, umami means delicious. So, in general, an individual can perceive 100 different taste sensations, but we have only 5 primary sensations. These other sensations are formed by the combination of 2 or more taste sensations. Next, each taste sensation has a particular receptor responsible for it. Let's discuss about that. For sweet sensation, the receptor is called as G-protein coupled receptor, and for salt sensation, the receptor name is epithelial sodium channel, and for sour taste, it is very similar to the salt receptor. So, it is also epithelial sodium channel. And for bitter, we have the same thing like sweet receptor, G-protein coupled receptor. And for umami, it is called as metabotrophic glutamate receptor. So, we'll have a quick recap about today's session. In introduction, we learnt about gustation and the receptor organ for taste sensation, and we learnt about the taste buds. Next comes the receptor. So the receptor for taste sensation is the type 3 cells and the nerve fibers. There are three distinct nerve fibers: chordatympanic fiber, glossopharyngeal fiber, and the vagal fiber. Next, we discussed about the pathway. So the pathway starts from the taste buds which are present in the tongue and other parts like esophagus, larynx, palate, and the epiglottis. From there, it is going to the higher center via the solitary nucleus. Then we had an overview on insula, and we discussed about primary taste sensations, and then we also studied about the taste receptors for primary taste sensation. With this, we have come to the end of today's video. Thank you.